Everything about that 3 o'clock Monday game cried 3 o'clock Monday game.
It was definitely weird. We definitely had to adjust to that. Like we've never sat on like the opposite side of the floor too, so that was just kind of weird. It definitely showed at the beginning of the game. We came out a little bit slow. I think we just need to adjust to that and just focus in. Just try not to let all those like different changes like change how we play. We just had to have the same energy that we usually come out with, and I think as the game progressed, we kind of settled in more.
I I honestly think the whole day just kind of threw us off because we had finals in the morning and then we had to be back to the gym by 2. And obviously it was 3 o'clock game, which is like not what we normally do. Yeah, but we battled.
I think it was probably a lot to do with change. I don't feel like we deal great with change, and I hate to say it, but it's true. We're definitely in a rhythm when we play at our normal game time, whether it's home or away. We have like our system, like your routines that you fall into, and with the time change, you're unable to fall into your routines. And I think that was definitely some of the issues that we had going into that game.
Yeah, honestly, I definitely agree. We came out kind of slow, I feel. I think it was just kind of out of our norm. We're usually playing at 6, 7 o'clock most nights, and we got right out of school and we're playing at 3 o'clock. It wasn't a regular day for us. And then kind of in the second half, I think we kind of picked things up and started to play our game a little more. I think it honestly has a big impact when you play in a game like that, like not at a normal time, like what you're used to. Like you don't eat at the same time before the game. Like I usually go get shots up before the game. Couldn't do that. Like it all has its wager on how we play.
It was a struggle because we just had last day of midterms and everybody was like, midterms done, we just want to go home, and everyone wants to go rest and have their day off on Tuesday. But I think that was we were too ahead of ourselves with like we get a vacation a little bit, we get a little day off. And also like nerves with coming up with this semester 2. Everybody's like, oh, I don't know where my class is. I don't know who I have in my class. So I think that was it was a bunch of factors of just midterms ending, and like we were on a high from Londonderry, and we just had to we were still up on that, but we needed to push through and beat Salem.
On too. I get frustrated in the moment because I know we should be playing better. And then I kind of said to them, I get there's this weirdness. We talked about the weirdness. We talked about everything that was going to make this game weird. And so I was okay with it in the first quarter, But then after that, I need them to react. And it felt like that just kept lingering. But then I got to look back on it. The game gets over, and I do my huff and my puffin, and I get home, and I think about it. It's like, we won by 24. They got their stuff together. And I'm coaching 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old girls. Monday's hard. 3 o'clock's hard. They had just got done finals. That's hard. A lot of these kids are dealing with things outside of basketball, which makes life hard. So sometimes I just have to take a breath. We still got the win, but my God, did it feel like a Monday at 3 o'clock. But you know what? A win's a win, and that ugly win might give us some good lessons we need for the future. So not everything's going to be pretty, and even the best of teams have some off nights. First things first, I will say Dover is legit. They are a legit team. Jimmy's doing a great job with them, and he has Lily, who's like just a true contender, and a bunch of kids who just work their butts off for him on the outside. So yeah, I went in knowing a little bit about Dover. I had heard a little bit, and I had had some game film on them, so I knew Jimmy's system, and we played last year. We just had prepared for a bunch of different defensive schemes, which he did. So for us, it was a good test of our IQ, and I will say we passed. We need to make some improvements, but I don't think we understood the improvements we needed to make until we had that game. So I think a thing we needed to work on was I've been pushing tempo. But what we failed to kind of understand was we went into the fourth, and I want to say it was 17, 18-point lead, and our IQ, we didn't have the IQ enough to know that's when you need to slow down. So we kept up our tempo, and our shots weren't falling, and it was giving Dover a chance to kind of creep back in, and Dover's a good enough team to creep back in. So that was a timeout for me and a little bit of an education, but I think that's a really good thing for us. We hadn't been in that kind of situation before. A lot of after the third in a lot of these games, it's game over. But Dover did not quit, so that really forced us to take a look at how to approach a fourth quarter in that way. But once I called that timeout, we made those adjustments. I thought we looked really good. That was good competition. It was an aggressive environment. It was playoff basketball. It's tough to travel to Dover and play. You can talk to anybody. Dover's a hard place to play in, but we got the win. I thought we grew up a little bit, and my others got to see what they could do because the game plan was take Sid and Liz out, make them non-entities. So it was a game where Kaylee stepped up and got us 19. Brooke is doing what Brooke's been doing, got me 14. And I thought Alex did a tremendous job on Lily. That showed us that Alex can handle a big inside, and we knew she could, but I needed Alex to know that. And I think Alex walked off of there feeling more confident in her defense for that. So overall, I think that is a good game for us.
There's always things we can work on, and that game showed us a few things we could work on, but it was definitely a close game, and they came at us. It was a closer game than Londonderry, which we kind of expected because we knew Dover was going to come at us, and they were going to be a tough team.
But it was hard, getting there and working through certain things because there was points where I could tell that we were slow, and then we just got over them pretty quickly.
We knew that they were a very well put together team. They kind of had all the pieces to a basketball team. They had really big girl. They had a couple of guards that could shoot. Their coach is pretty good. He threw pretty much every defense he could at us. So I think just adapting to situations, I think we learned a lot about that because he threw a lot of different things at us. So yeah, I think it was just overall a good lesson and a good game for us.
I think it was a great game. It's good that we have some more home games now, but I think we learned a lot from having a lot of away games kind of in a row. Just learning how to play in different environments, loud environments, especially Dover. Their fans are always loud and the energy's up, but I think that was a great game for us because we did have some adversity throughout the game, different runs and things like that. But now we can kind of settle in and get a couple home games under our belt and just keep going.
I think we definitely learned a lot. We learned a lot of IQ-based things. I think in that game they were a really good team, and it was definitely some adapting that we had to do throughout the game. It feels good to finally have a stretch of a few home games and do a little bit less traveling and a little bit more playing on the home court.
It's pretty tough, especially because our academics come first, and it's hard to find time to do work. But I think we embraced it. We grew a lot
together as a team in those trips, and they weren't far. We hang out, we play music, we enjoy it as much as possible.
You can do it and go right set to game time.
So nice to have a home game. It just feels like we're spending so much time on buses and in other gyms. So it's going to feel good to have a home game. It's going to feel good to be back in our white uniforms on our home court, doing our warm-ups and having our game, having a home crowd, having our cheerleaders. My girls love Soika and O'Reilly, having the ADs here to watch them play. The thing is, it's been a successful trip. It was a successful away trip. So it's nice to come home with that, a little bit of confidence. And regardless of the team you're playing, you should take home seriously, because we say pride before every game, and it means more when you're home. You got to have some pride at home. So, and I'm excited to play Central, because I just like Mike. I love Mike Wenner, so I'm excited to see him and battle with him as always.
It's definitely going to feel good because we've pretty much only been on the road. Like, we've had, like, a couple of home games, which I feel like it's just easier when we're home. Like, we get to go home, like, relax a little bit, eat food. Like, we don't have to be rushing back for the bus to, like, be on the road all the time. Like, it's kind of more routine of, like, the things that we get to do every day. Like, go to school, go home, rest a little bit, eat, maybe get some shots up, and then come and watch the JV girls. I think it's just a better routine for us before we get into the game.
It's definitely different than what we've been doing in the past week. I think home games are a little bit more fun because you kind of get the home court, not the home court advantage, but the home court experience, and you have like some fans, and you have more people are able to come to support you. So I feel like that's a lot more fun at a home game versus an away game. But being here almost all day is definitely very different than an away game.
I feel like there's just nothing better than a home game. Just having all the support from everybody in our school community and stuff is just awesome. We always get a great crowd, great energy, and I think we just have a great home court advantage whenever we play here, so it'll be super exciting.
It's good to get back in the routine for sure, and even if Central hasn't had the best record in the past, they're still going to come at us, so we always have to watch out for everyone.
So excited. I'm so excited to play at home. I miss playing at home. We never really talk about how hard it is being on the road for so many games in a row, but it does take a toll on your body because you still have to get to the gym like 2 hours early, and then you got to drive there, and you got to drive back, and it's a whole different thing. You got to wake up for school the next day. So, yeah, it's going to be so super fun playing here.
It's great. There's nothing like the home atmosphere. I like road games, but it'll be good to be home, to, again, wear the white, and to just, like more family can come and all that stuff. I think it means a lot to the team to have people from our school, people from our family just supporting us, and that game's going to be about us tomorrow, so I think it'll be a good game.
helped LSU